If you have $500 and you've been following the PC creator scene, then you know that the Ryzen 5 3600 and the RX 5700 XT combo has been a popular pick lately, and for good reason. It's a killer setup for the price. I'll walk you through each part I bought and recreate this meta build so you can get the best gaming experience for your money. Let's dive in, Brody. All right, y'all. Welcome back to another Not So Banger. And today we're going to be building an absolutely monster of a gaming PC for under $500. And what makes this PC build special is I believe anybody can build this style of PC for $500 or less. All you have to do is a little bit of deal hunting, be patient, and make some smart choices. Uh, Personally, I paid 600. I paid $464.29, and that is counting shipping and taxes. I like to add shipping and taxes into the overall cost just to basically be transparent with y'all and to give y'all a basis of what y'all should be paying and to show y'all that there is no hidden fees when building this type of PC. Now this PC is rocking an RX 5700 XT, has 8 gigabytes of VRAM, and it does compare to a 3060 in a lot of gaming cases. It does outperform the 3060, and this one cost me $115.11. But I'm not expecting y'all to pay that. This was an absolute steal for me, but it did come off of eBay, and right now on eBay, these are going for $130 and $150. And as long as you get it for $150 and less, you are going to reach that $500 mark or under. The the CPU is a Ryzen 5 3600. That's 6 cores, 12 threads. It did come off of AliExpress for $58.19. If you're not shopping from AliExpress for your CPUs, I don't know what you're doing. I know it can be scary with shipping. You don't know what they're doing, if they're kicking your stuff around or what condition it's going to come in. And also, it's like a 2 week wait. But the prices on that site make it worth it, and they are used. And what I like about that CPU, it is Gen 4, and that pairs well with this motherboard, which is a B550, which is also Gen 4. Now Gen 4 just gives you a little bit more clock speed and gives you a little bit more upgradability future. This came off of eBay for $67.41. Now you can find you can find motherboards refurbished on Amazon, so you don't have to go with eBay if you don't want to trust them. But as long as you keep it under $70, you're still going to be under that $500 price range. Now, with all that said, with the Gen 4, this is not a Gen 4 SSD. This did come off of Amazon for $46.21. And this had like a 20% discount instant savings tag, so I pushed it, and I did buy this, and I bought two of these in like a 2 month span. So I don't know if these go on that sale for constantly, but as long as you keep your SSD $50 or less, or $55 or less, you're still gonna make that under $500 range. This is 1 terabyte. Now the RAM is it did come off of Macari. It is used. If you follow me, I haven't getting used RAM because it comes with RGB. But in this case, I actually didn't need to get this, but it is cost me $31.41. That's after taxes and shipping. And you don't have to go with this one. You can actually find them cheaper off of Amazon, but you're not gonna get that RGB, and that's why I just been buying them used. I had no problem with any of the used RAMs I have been getting. Now, this is where we're definitely going differ is the case. The case, you're not gonna find this one always on the deal, but I did find this one for $58.74. This is a Be Quiet Pure Base 500 ATX mid tower PC case. I did get a steal on this. This is usually around $89 to $100, but you can find great cases off of Amazon. Just keep under $70 or less. And what's going to be cooling that CPU is the ID cooling. Now this is $16.25 cents. This does have RGB. Case fans does not. It does come with two case fans, but they're not RGB. So I do have some RGB in there, and that's why I bought the strip to give it just a better look. And then cable managed or cable sleeves. These are white and black cable sleeves, and it cost me $17.97 off of Amazon. And yeah, you could find cable sleeves for $20 on Amazon all the time. Now, lastly, is the power supply. Now, I know this is gonna make a lot of people mad about the power supply. And that's mainly because this is not a C tier or better power supply, but I did get a deal off of this. This is $42.79. Usually $50. They give me a $10 discount. Clicked on it. I seen a $15 discount before this $10 discount, so some people got it for $35. But hear me out now. Now I know this is not a C tier, but this power supply, which is the Candace, what is that, Kratos M1600 watt power supply. I have this in my streaming PC, which was my gaming PC. I had this PC for 6 years. It was my streaming and gaming PC before it became my streaming and content creation PC. And this power supply in that PC has never given me any problems. And just to compare that to my main PC that I have now, that power supply I have had to send back because it did die on me, and it is scary if they do die on you. But that power supply is a platinum power supply. So yeah, just to let y'all know, it's really a crapshoot, and I do trust this one because I have been using this power supply. Now, yet again, like I said, the GPU, you're probably gonna have to keep that around 150, and then you can do some extra stuff. Like you don't have to add cable sleeves or any extras to it, and then this is definitely gonna be under that $500 range, so you can upgrade a lot of stuff, even the power supply, which you can get for $55 or less, and still maintain that 500 and under range, and that's where you want to go with. But yep. So let's get into the PC build, and then let's try out some games, and I'll catch you in those. All right, so when building a PC on a tight budget, it's important to recognize that prices can fluctuate, and finding the same deals I did might be a challenge. So here's a breakdown of what I pay for each part in this build, along with a realistic price target to aim for each individual part to recreate this setup or something similar to it. These target prices should keep you close to that 500 budget or under target range, even if the exact deals vary. And also, I just want to reiterate this: please do not get this power supply even if you find a great deal on it. Just stick to a more reliable power supply on the tier list, or just go with the Secotep 650 watt. It's $50 every day of the week. First up, we're gonna go into Apex. You already know the deal. Settings, full screen, 1080p. It can play 1440p, especially Apex. Apex isn't that hard to run, but we're gonna play 1080p on this one. VSync disabled, medium texture streams, texture filtering. I don't know what none of this means. It is what it is. And everything else pretty much on low. We got a couple mediums. I just be like ragdolls. Is that like when they die? I don't know, but I just be picking random stuff. But those are the settings, so let's get into the gameplay. Alright, so I didn't have the benchmarks up, but it stayed around that 130, 140. So I'm just gonna guess it was 130. That was the average, maybe 140. It spiked up, it spiked down, but I don't think it went under 130 for long. Plus that line looks steady most of the time. But yeah, let's just get to the next game. So we finished Apex. We're on Fortnite. Full screen, 1080p. Oh no, I'll do that. Let's just do it this way. Unlimited frame rate. We're gonna go with DirectX 12. And pretty much everything is gonna be custom, native, low, medium. I guess medium on shadows or off. That's why I had it. I had a medium on shadows, yeah. And then far view. I think that's cool. I think that'll work. My blade, man. I didn't have my blade, but you can see, man, we average 167. I know in some areas I was in the 180s consistently, but 167 average. Still have not won the game. On to the next. Yeah, the Apex. Oh, this is not for it. I'm not for the sweat. Yeah, so I got a little frustrated there with Warzone, especially because them shaders wasn't working. I just want everything to go out on without a hitch. But let's just get into that time spy score. It was 8,825. The bill was 464. So the score was 5.26%. I probably could have got that cheaper. That's if I didn't get the strip, and really that strip isn't doing anything. It just has some RGB in here, and I just wanted some extra RGB, maybe it's synchronized well, but it really is not doing it. It's unnecessary. It's just sitting in there doing nothing, anything of nothing. What? But here's the thing. So this was a long time coming because I wanted to build this type of PC. This was a budget PC that I wanted to build. You know, when you watch YouTubers and they build those budget PCs, $500 or less. This is one of the graphics cards they always pick, and I know why now, because I thought this was actually going to be like the meta. Once the RX 580 stopped getting driver support, I thought the 5700 XT was going to slot in there with the Ryzen 3600 to be the meta build for budget people. And then, you know, even if you're reselling, it's going to be like around $600. But if you're building it yourself, it's going to be under $500. So I really wanted to build it for that reason. And it didn't disappoint because the RX 5700 XT does compete with the 3060, and it's literally, I paid half the price. Like 3060, you're not finding under $200, and if you find it like for 180, you're really lucky. I found this for 115, and they're regularly on eBay for that, like I said, at 130 to 150 range. So that's just wild to me. Let me this closer look of the case just to talk about the case. The case worked fantastic. I don't know if y'all saw the screen before that, but the GPU, the max it got was 76, and I actually had to repaste the GPU. Now I didn't start recording until I started putting it back together, but I did have to replace it, clean it, because it was very dusty. And the CPU got up to 80, but I really didn't see it over 75 that often, because the ID cooling is one of the best coolers that you can get for under $20. It really performs. But the case was one of the best cases I ever worked at. It was very premium. They have two different tops here. You have a filter that you could put up there. You can put this up there. Either or. Everything on the case was detachable, so you can like take parts off to build it together. The brackets for that GPU back, they're replaceable. They're not the break off ones, so that's always welcome. Like it had enough cable management room. It looks very nice. The only gripe I had about it is that it only comes with two 3.0 connectors up top. And then it doesn't have a reset button. It just has an on and off button. But other than that, I can't think of nothing bad to say about the case. Like I said, the temperatures themselves were very nice, even though it only came with two fans. Those fans are pretty big. But yeah, man, this was just a long time coming for me, man. Just to build this type of PC, and if I can sell it, hopefully someone gets it for a great price, and it's gonna look nice on their desks while they play the games. Yeah, I don't know. So this might be the end. I don't know if I'm gonna have some in-game benchmarks after this. So if this is the end, then it's your boy Chef Boyardee. Peace. Until next episode. I'm back. I know it's the end of the video, but a portion of gameplay was missing, and that was Call of Duty. And the reason why is because I got ticked off. The game shaders was not downloading properly, so that was causing a lot of stutters in the game, and it was ticking me off. So I just stopped playing, and then I came back once the shaders were fully downloaded, and the game started running smoothly after that. So I got to capture some gameplay of that, and also I got to play Black Ops 6. That game is pretty fun. That game was smooth, even though it looks like that game is going to be a little bit more demanding to run, because I was only getting like 80 frames per second. But as you can see, the game was fun. And that last move, I bust on that guy that had him spinning around. But yeah, here are some in-game benchmarks of some AAA titles. And yeah, until next time.